Remember that they're changing my voice. My servant David will be king over them, and they will all have one shepherd. They will follow my laws and be careful to keep my decrees. Okay, so the plan is for them to be made pure and holy, right? Something that can't be done in the flesh for many, many reasons. Right? The spirit is everything, the flesh means nothing. It's one reason that one person was wrong when I discussed it with him in Santa Cruz. And he thought that people were going to magically be in the flesh, you know, after the resurrection. But the flesh means nothing. Why would God put you in something that means nothing? So it says that David will be king over them, right? The root and offspring of David and the bright morning star. From Revelation, we see that that's what it's referred to. David refers to his root and his offspring. And the bright morning star, the sun, in its true form. A lot of people point to a star in the morning that comes at first, but that's not the truest interpretation. Okay, because the sun is obviously greater than the bright morning star. And the sun symbolizes the bridegroom. We see that in Psalm 19. Okay. They will live in the land I gave to my servant Jacob, the land where your ancestors lived. They and their children and their children's children will live there forever, and David my servant will be their prince forever. It's also important to note when it talks about how people are no longer going to go to war in the Bible, that doesn't mean that martial arts ends. Martial arts in the spiritual realm never ends. Because sparring, right, and ta'tib is not about violence, it's about honing your mind, body, soul, and spirit. Okay? And people don't get seriously hurt if they're doing it correctly. In the next chapter, Ezekiel 38, we're going to talk about the Lord's great victory over the many nations. Hopefully it doesn't take us 4 parts again like this one did, but you can kind of see it part by part. If you have any questions, put it in the comments.